Hello, everybody. Fearmy Games here at the next part of the the Divine Empire Cimmeria campaign. I'm sorry, I'm a little out of it. I just finished recording 2 videos, and I was technically recording a 3rd video, but then I realized that it wasn't actually started. Yeah. So I'm a little bit tired at this point, but I want to get as much as possible to try and make it so my week, that way I don't have to feel like I'm rushing to get videos out, and hopefully make it so they're better quality that way, especially since right now I have the time and the energy to do so. So right now, let us begin with a bang. So the enemies that were, like the armies that were defending Ecbatana and chased me out are heading over to Seleucia to try and stop my army from taking Seleucia. But I noticed what was happening, so I sent my armies towards Ecbatana once again to hopefully split them up a little bit, force them away or towards me. And I also have a second army that's already near Seleucia because I was trying to send that one southeast towards Charax. So the Seleucids have fallen right into my trap because I'm going to take Seleucia right now. Clouds, get the hell out of my way. To attack Seleucia, because I'm already raring to go with my army. It should be a relatively easy battle, considering it's entirely just a garrison army of just hoplites and militia hoplites, and it's not like I'm defending, it's the AI defending. So basically the AI is going to use their subpar troops on a subpar strategy, and I'm just gonna win, okay? I forgot if I built a battering ram or not for this army, but oh well. What's going to be nice is once I take Seleucia, the enemy armies are going to come and attack me, and I'm going to be defending a settlement. I think it's the win for me. Ambition's debt is paid. William Shakespeare, English playwright, 1564 AD to 1616, from Julius Caesar. Let's wait. Let's not have this fog problem. There we go. So it looks like this section of the wall is going to be our main target. We want to make sure our cav is positioned in such a way that they can very much make use of the opening when it arrives. So I'm going to put my cav over here. And then we're going to basically just order our troops to just bomb rush this wall. I don't know quite how many of my guys can actually get into one section of the wall at a time. So I'm going to order these guys on this side. And then see how things go. These guys ready to go up and support when needed. Hopefully, I'm able to provide you guys a nice, enjoyable episode today. I did get multiple things of bad news in the last hour, but I'll do my best not to let it affect the video. And as we focus on we are gonna use video games to avoid real life problems, okay? And that's, we're gonna do that. That's what they accuse us all of doing, so that's what we're gonna do, right? Our siege weapons are slowly making their way over. This one's, though, is taking quite a lot of fire damage, so I'm a little bit worried about this siege tower actually making the trip, especially now that it's smoking quite heavily. Oh my god. So I'll need to make sure I get these guys out once it gets to 70%. Yeah, I need to get these guys out. Out. Oh no, was I too late? Was I too slow? Run, men, run! This one might barely make it. Oh my, there's a lot of fire damage here. I want to... Ouch. Good. It automatically just bail. That's perfect. Yeah, all of my siege towers over here have taken massive amounts of fire damage. It's a miracle this one isn't on fire yet, considering that 2 of mine have already been destroyed. Well, I just hope that they get out off of the towers and onto the walls as soon as possible. These guys are, come on, faster, men, faster, faster! Ah, this middle one's about to reach 100% fire capacity. It cannot be pleasant to be these guys right now. Like, all that smoke. Another siege tower destroyed. This middle one, I'm amazed about how none of these guys have been destroyed yet. But I'm very grateful, as it does mean we are now going to secure these walls, as the only things on the walls, at least of right now, are archers. And I'm quite confident we can handle archers no problem, even if our men are choking in on smoke and ash. Looks like the enemy are starting to send some melee infantry up onto the walls, but it might be too little too late. I'm going to send my thorax swordsman up first. And I'm going to start reinforcing once this breachhead is opened enough. I definitely want to use these guys. Once these guys finish wiping out this, these archers, I plan to charge these guys east, capture this tower over here. We have some men wavering up on the walls over here, but that's... hopefully it's just for now, with the situation. Though I have realized that I'm not going to get my cav through here anytime soon. So that'll just have to be a reality I accept. Actually, I just noticed that some enemy infantry might come up here if I'm not careful. Supposed to get my swordsman down here to help hold the line. Yeah, right there, dudes. Come on, you can do it. Come on, guys. You know what to do. You were literally right there, next to the exit. Thank you, people. Jesus. What's going on over here in the meantime? And meanwhile, we're holding up over here. I mean, the battle was never in doubt for me, so I don't know about you people. For a moment, I thought that my game froze, and I was super worried for a moment. What's going on over here? Yep, we're about to capture this tower. I don't know why my swordsmen are being so jank in terms of their positioning right now, but oh well. Because they shouldn't be this separated. It's kind of weird. Is this going down or up? Actually, it might be going down because I guess I didn't fully capture it like I thought I did. Let me just go send these guys back here to capture it. Perfect shot into their backs. Look at that. Yeah, we've successfully captured the walls, it would appear. Me try to figure out exactly where all my pikemen are properly assigned. There we go. Now we've captured that tower that I was looking to capture earlier. I'm gonna run those guys over there just to capture that tower for me. My hoplites are ready to hold their possession. And now that we've basically cleared the walls, I'm going to start getting my guys down. These guys are doing a good job keeping these guys busy. My Georgians, I'm assuming these guys are all done basically up here. I'm going to start ordering these guys down as well. Try to get the guys down. I'm gonna capture that tower with these guys while these guys are flanking. And thankfully that area is actually open for us to capture too. Slowly making our way down the hill, down the way. Let's see, yep, those guys are slowly going to lose. Meanwhile, these guys are slowly getting into position because we have that leeway now. Once we capture this tower, the enemy won't really have anything to protect their backside. And we can then flank them. That's at least what my plan is. I think that's the last of my Threo spearmen coming down into position. One of our units has used all of their ammunition. The enemy's been surrounded. Let's flank them for us. Taking this tower. Let me open up the gates over here. That way, once this is fully captured. Is it captured yet? It's held by neutral, so it's not quite there yet. It looks like it's done. I see my flag there, but apparently it's not quite done yet. So I want to open the gates. There we go. Now I'm going to go over here, capture these gates. That way my cavalry can actually get in. Where's this unit? Oh, this unit's just sitting up here. Let's just get it up here. Order it to attack. I'm honestly kind of surprised what these guys are doing. They're kind of just shoving themselves in and hoping for the best. I don't think that strategy is really going to work out for them, but who knows? See, maybe I kind of regret now getting the guys down off of the wall, since now I can't flank them immediately. And I'm gonna get these guys now. Once they get up on the walls, I'm gonna try and get them down here, get for a rear charge. Let's see, how is it going over there with capturing this gate? Apparently there's actually an enemy cav unit guarding this gate. But thankfully this is a spear unit, so spear units are perfectly fine at taking out enemy cav units, but it looks like the army is about to break due to army losses anyways, so battle's over. A nice easy siege, only 450 men lost. Thankfully they all escaped the destroyed siege towers without suffering any kind of damage. Maybe long-term lung cancer, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, yes, you can see some like standouts in terms of who murdered who. I'm glad we were able to get our elite hoplite guys up on the walls, because they definitely got the most amount of kills. But my thorax swordsman got a respectable amount of kills, and same with my other hoplites. The one of them didn't, but that's I think the one that was just sitting outside the walls the whole time. Our archers and our cav just got to sit pretty and not do actually anything useful. Maybe, you know, maybe that says something about archers. I don't know. But yeah, we got 105 kills. They got 105 kills. We lost 115, which means either archer kills don't count. I mean, tower kills don't count, or we kill some of our own. One of the two, or both. Occupy. We now own Seleucia, Satrapy's palace. Let's see, that's going to become a... Honestly, I still need to decide what I want to go over here. Excuse me. I think for now I might just demolish this building. Reason why is I don't know if I want. Oh, I have food problems right now. Something definitely I need to. I think because we just captured this settlement that's providing absolutely zero food, so we're having a bit of food problems as a result of it. I'm thinking that's what's going on here. But on the bright side, happiness is not too poor, mostly because of the fact that I think we conquered it. We've we've already owned some of the province, so they're not as up in arms as they could be. I wonder, is these the Hanging Gardens of Babylon over here? I don't actually know what it is, but it's cool. Looks like they do have horses as a resource here. Actually, I don't know if it's over here or here, but somewhere they have a horse resource. Do we actually have horse resources? I don't know. But now the enemy has a very interesting situation now. Seleucia is no longer something they can capture. Ekbatana has an army nearby, and I think next time they attack me, I'm tempted to actually accept the battle and see if I can win outnumbered. Or I'll just fall back like I did previously and then wait for a second army to come reinforce this army. And together they will win while I send the third army to take Charax. And then after Charax, I'll have it slowly move this way. I've never encountered this Comus place, have I? Apparently, even though I can see them, I guess even though I can see them on my map, I don't. They're not on my. I guess I think I can see them. I don't know why I can't interact with them at all, but oh well. So we do have a problem with -4 food, but we're just gonna have to live with that for now. I think I'm gonna demolish this one because I don't really need it. Get some money out of it. I don't think they stack, so. And I think it's faction wide. So if that's the case, then I only need like one of them. Yeah, it's kind of funny is that it's to an extent we're kind of following the history of I probably mentioned this already multiple times. I'm just gonna say it again. Kind of following the history of Middle Eastern kingdoms, where basically you just supplant the last one, taking over its territories. But we're going to go even further than what they've done. Where in the past they kind of just stuck in this Middle East, didn't really try. They failed, but they failed to advance too much further. Usually what would happen is like the Ottomans started in the west and moved eastward. But, you know, we're going kind of from the north. Oh, perfect! This is actually the most ideal situation they could have done. So rather than sending both armies to, you know, attack me at once, they sent only one army. And this army, it has some basic militia units involved. So it might as well not even be a full stack. This will be, I think, a pretty easy battle. Especially considering the amount of the amount of spears we have, we should allow us to deal with those elephants. And even if our spears can't do it, then hopefully our javelins or archers will be able to deal with them for us. And we have equal number. No, they have slightly more calves than us, but I think our cav are about the same tier as well. I was about to say maybe our calves are better, but I actually don't know how strong Seleucids are. They look like they're decently high tier. Though we hopefully have the advantage of the fact that we have a nice amount of armor. And since they attacked us, we can make use of this nice defensive position right here to defend, basically. What other use would I have for a defensible position such as this? Basically, the center of our lines are going to be a bit grouped together. Let these guys be a bit in the flank, ready to throw their javelins, but actually probably what we want is more of our axemen here. Then we'll have our spearmen slightly further back, like even more ready to deal with enemy cav shenanigans. We'll keep our cav basically behind the lines, behind the little hill here, in the hopes that it keeps them nice and a little bit safe until I'm ready to engage them into the battle. Let me make sure everybody is set to guard mode, because I don't want them chasing people too far. Alright, I think that's as ready as we're going to be. So let's start this battle. The enemy didn't have any artillery when I looked, so they'll be coming to us. So can I get this slightly back? No, that's too far back. Too far back. Too far back. Something like that is perfect. We have our pikemen ready to go. They don't have any shields, which makes them more susceptible to enemy archer fire and just generally being stabbed. But, you know, they're the only pikemen I have, so take what you can get, okay? I'm actually going to move my line slightly more than they were originally. Like there. Alright, let me just speed things up while the enemy engages. I'm going to make sure my archers over here are ready to take on those enemy elephants when they come. One of our units has used all of its ammunition. It looks like they will get the charge off on our axemen, but I'm going to send my own horsemen to try and help this situation here. Our general was actually attacked by an enemy cav. I didn't even notice. I got a little too distracted by the enemy, what the enemy was doing. I'm gonna have those guys give chase. I'm gonna order these guys back, and I'm gonna order these guys to focus on those elephants. Let me reform these guys. Where's my general? He's over here. It looks like my general should win this, but we'll see. They are oddly spread out for some reason, so they're not quite as effective as they could be. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's weird though. Oh well. Let me just move these guys over here then. The elephants are getting taken down by the nice steady aim of my archers. There's a nice big blob of troops over here. Alright, let's start moving our troops around a bit. Looks like we're gonna be able to barely catch those cav with our spearmen, which is perfect. We're going to start advancing them in. They don't even need to be in phalanx formation. Let's just keep up the fight. Just keep pushing them, basically, is my goal, my plan, my strategy, really. It's a bit of a mess back here, but it looks like we're doing a-okay all the same. Our archers have done a really good job peppering the enemy with their arrow fire. Alright, these guys have won successfully. I'm going to start ordering these guys to flank. And I'm just going to start engaging the rest of my troops over here to keep up the aggression. Alright, let's start ordering our they're gonna attack a phalanx force braced and ready to go. Face head on. Yeah, that was asking for death. What was that fool thinking? I guess he's like, I want to die by my own stupidity and no other reason. Yeah, mouse, don't do this to me now. Let's do our best to keep up the slaughter. The enemies are entirely surrounded now. These poor hoplites have just been kind of forced to sit there and hold out as long as possible because they can't really do anything against the enemy phalanxes with longer spears than them. But they definitely did as good of a job as might be expected. Alright, let's just focus down now on chasing down what remains of the enemy, wiping them out so that way I can just hopefully push on to Ecbatana or have to deal with their next army without too much difficulty, whichever one ends up being in my favor more. Because honestly, we're pretty healthy. I don't think we should have a problem taking the settlement personally, but I could be proven wrong. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to grab you out there. I meant to grab these guys. Just get these guys ready and settled. Look at all these dead men. And most of them not our peoples. I think this unit's pretty free. Yeah, it's basically fresh because that did have a little bit of time to rest and recover because I kind of ordered it to kill something, but then it would break or die, and then it kind of would stop for a little bit. So it's like definitely had its opportunity. All right, I think that's the last unit, however, that is still left in this battle. On the enemy side. Look at these guys, all bloody spears and stuff. I don't know why these guys' spears are pointing up, technically, when they're supposed to be pointing down, but you do you, boo. You earned it. These guys, 167 kills, 152 kills, 210 kills, 95 kills. And then our hoplites got about 100 average. Archers got a respectable amount of kills, but their main priority was destroying those elephants before they could do too much, and that's exactly what they did. Now, the Thoreau Spears, their job is basically to make any cav fights between our cav and their cav in our favor by basically just helping support them, and then whenever there's no more cav to deal with on the enemy team, their job is to just flank around and just assist and clean up job. Usually at that point the battle's almost over, so they don't get too many kills. And of course, our cav has always got a nice amount of kills, especially our general. And I don't think that was the one that's with the general. I think that's a different one. Definitely got a lot of kills. Though I'm not sure how much of that was cleanup job, though, so it's kind of hard to say. Yeah, the enemy cav didn't really... the enemy did not really get any kills. The elephants could have been a major threat, but thankfully, through good focus fire, they were killed off, and the cav, I made sure to deal with them. It definitely helped when the general kind of killed himself by frontally charging a unit of braced phalanx spearmen, hoplites. And that's what we call poor tactical decisions, I should know, I've made lots of those. Let's enslave the captives. Maybe they might become good fighters in the pits. Admittedly, we're not Rome, but that doesn't mean we can't have gladiators, okay? So it looks like Ecbatana has a resource. I actually don't know what that resource is. It might be bulls or it might be livestock. Hey, that's kind of what it kind of makes me think of. Well, bulls are technically kind of livestock, but, the livestock that allows me to have horses is what I'm thinking about. But I would not be surprised to find if Pergamon and Egypt start to have designs of going to war with us. We'll see. Cultural understanding, +4 owning factions, cultural influence, spreads owning, and we get reduced political order penalties, or we do inclusion. I don't know what syncret is. Basically, it's associated with gods by common identities, themes, inclusion, so or subjugation. Let's do synchronism. I think that's the most efficient way of making people we want to join us. I'm not against doing that one, but let's see. I'm gonna demolish this for now. I might rebuild it later on, but right now I want something else. I want the aqueduct. I'm thinking of getting an agora. For something. Oh, wait, I can get wine trader, apparently. Too bad I can't build that spice trade thing. Well, I do like the tariff from trade agreements, though, from the wine. I just have to make sure I can balance that. Let's see, this one will basically amphora or that. I don't really want to build that here. I'm thinking of making this my capital eventually. I don't really want to build another consecrated grounds because I already have one being built. And I don't think I want to make this my big military hub in the east. I think I want to make that further east if I'm going to make one. In a province I've yet to conquer. So I'm going to probably focus on more of an economic boom, which means an agora actually would be a good thing to keep, so I won't demolish it. What I'll do is I'm going to change it into I do want food, so I'm kind of thinking I will actually make the food. And I'll build another agora. I'm going to upgrade this and this for more food to get that done as fast as possible. Let's see, this is bonus sanitation, the regions in this province. Bonus public order, bonus growth. So this one gives us wealth through agriculture / farming. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to get this one, then the fountain. We have a lot of money, but we have a lot to build. So it's going to take a little while for our money and stuff to settle. I want to build the healer there. That's at least what I'm thinking of doing. Let's see, what time is it actually? Wow, almost 40 minutes in. Alright, meanwhile, so let's see. There is an enemy army here. And the very little remains of that army. I think I'm just going to finish this one off. Wipe it out. Let's just enslave them. Let's see. I don't think I can quite reach them to myrtleize them, but that might distract the enemy and allow me to just go straight to Tarax with this army. Now, Ares Dread is basically unharmed, so I think I'm actually just going to send them over here to kill this guy. That moment when I moved my troops in the wrong direction. Oh well, they'll actually get pretty much almost fully replenished just by being here accidentally. I like that. Though apparently I'm now down to -8 food because those guys left the settlement. I did not think that was a thing, and that makes me a little bit more awkward, I guess. They like that. They block my path. How dare they? But it does look like that one's probably going to be able to retreat into Ecbatana. Unfortunately, instead of allowing me to block them off. Though we'll kind of see. Maybe the Seleucids will make me make a bad decision. But they probably will be smart enough to retreat into a settlement. Let's see. But it's too bad they were actually able to retreat past my lines. But what can you do? Seleucids want to surrender. I will allow you to survive, but I want you to... Oh, I can't make him demand stuff. Then I won't bother. I'm not going to accept peace from you. Maybe when I take Ecbatana and Tarax and basically both of those provinces, maybe I'll offer him peace if he wants to be my client state. Otherwise, I'll just keep conquering him. No reason not to. If he won't admit that I am king, then he will fall. As simple as that. Alright. But that is something. The Siege of Ecbatana will have to be something that we do next episode, as we're getting basically near the end of it. This one, and also if we actually fought the siege battle, probably would make this episode take longer than I would ideally have it take. So we are suffering through. So we're going to start suffering through attrition because we're of starvation. We do have a population surplus apparently named near here. Might as well build that. Let's build. We already have a temple to Hermes. I guess I can build a nomadic immigrants area here. Though mainly only makes a garrison. What's the benefit of this then? I mean, we get bonus cavalry recruits, we get some diplomatic bonus. We get bonus from wealth from all commerce. I guess that's the benefit. Let's go for that, I guess. Let's upgrade Saracena to make it even better, especially because we don't really give it as much love as we probably should. Honestly, I'm gonna cancel that real fast, and then I'm going to build up my farming stuff because I want more food at first, and that will take a little bit of time, so. Build the healer spot there. Build the healer spot here. I don't quite know how much this is going to be a problem. Import food edict. We're already inputting food. Okay. Naganzak's definitely going to need to keep working on it. 7 looks. Hopefully the food situation gets resolved soonish. We've actually countered a new faction of Rhodes, which is strange. I think I would have, there's some facts about stuff about Rhodes over here. I wonder if if they just rebelled against somebody and they got their independence. Otherwise, I think we would have already encountered them personally. But
with these words, you bring joy to my heart and hope to your words bring satisfaction to the gods and to my
we're basically we have so much stuff. We're all completely off the UI. So apparently, Ecbatana is livestock. We'll keep that in mind. Samosata is actually a livestock area, which means we should be able to build some. Oh, never mind. That's what I meant. Okay. So I'm thinking of getting this, of course, the warhorse resource, not the livestock resources, so it's different. Okay. And where's this army here? It's going to suffer some attrition on the way over because we're a lot of starving people. But now we don't have any starving people, so they shouldn't suffer any more attrition. Alright, I'm going to click the enter button, do my ending spiel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, press that like button down below, or Rumble if you're on Rumble. Subscribe to receive more of my content. And feel free to comment down below to try to keep it civil. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.